Hello guys and welcome from London. I'm not in Frankfurt today, I'm not in Rodgo. Yes, you heard right, I'm in London. I'm in London 5 days a week, then I have 4 days off and then I'm here another 5 days. And today I'm actually off. That's why I'm going to show you how to control, or it's like a user guide on how to control your GoPro Hero5 Black. And it's quite similar to the other GoPros, but this one has now an inbuilt touchscreen, so for the Black edition the first time, and it features some other stuff as well. And if you are familiar with GoPro, you probably can skip this video. If you are new and this one is your first GoPro, keep watching, it might be interesting for you. So let's get started. If you want to start your GoPro, you need to press that button over here. If you want to take a photo, you need to press this button here. If you want to start to record a video, you need to press this button here. If you want to stop taking a video, you need to press this button here. And if you want to start a time lapse, of course you need to press this button here. If you want to stop the time lapse, you need to press this button over here. I turned now the brightness a little bit down just because the screen will pop up in a second and then my video footage will be too bright. So what I'm gonna do now, turn the GoPro on the first time, and therefore you need, as I said, to press this button here on the side for around a second or two, and then you get this introduction by GoPro, which says hello in all different languages, and then you can start setting up your GoPro, and it's asking you for the language that you want. Some Chinese stuff down here, Espanol, Italiano. We want now English, so press on English. Then it's asking you for the date. Today, first of all, you need to set your month, which is the 10th October. Then we go to the 25th, 2016. Oh, come on. And then you press up here. Okay. Then it's asking you for the time. And now it's 12:10 p.m. So you go to p.m. And you have also the possibility to choose from 24 hours. But today we're gonna go for PM and it's 12:10. That's what we set up now. And then you press OK. Then it's asking you, do you want to turn on the GPS? You can say yes if you're home and you're inside the GoPro app on your computer. You're probably gonna see where you took the footage, or you go into Lightroom and then the GoPro shows you on a map like Google Maps where you took the footage. But it's damping your battery as well, and for the moment I don't need the GPS, so I leave it off. Then I confirm with OK. Then GoPro wants to start a camera tour. I don't want to take that camera tour, so I will skip that. Skip camera tour, yes. Then it shows, yeah, download the capture app. That's what we're gonna do all later on. Then I go for done. Yoo-hoo! So basically, you're now into the video mode. If you press here on video, you have all different options. You can go to the photo mode as well, and you can take a time lapse and everything else. So what we're gonna do, we start off by the video mode. So what I'm gonna do now, I press on video as it was before. Up here we can see there's a micro SD card inside, and with the resolution for the moment it's 1080p with 60 frames in wide. We can take 4 hours and 6 minutes of footage. We have 50% battery left, and let's say we change that to 2.7K. See that? You can now take only 2 hours and 8 minutes of video footage, and Let's go for 30 frames per second. And then we can go for 4K. Still 2 hours and 8 minutes. If you want to change the resolution, you just tap on here and then you can change from all the different resolutions. Let's say you ask yourself, why can't I choose now 960 or 480? That most of the times depends on the other settings that are in here. Let's say, because for the moment I'm with 30 frames for this per second and I'm in white. So let's change the resolution to 1080p. And then you can choose the frames per second. But you can't select now 100 or 240 frames because that might just work if you are recording with 720 in 720p. See, now I can record up to 240 frames per second. Let's say I want to record in 1080p. Then I go to frames per second and say, yeah, I want to record in 1080p with 60 frames per second. Then you can choose of the angle that you want to record in. There's a super view. It's like looks like 180 degrees, but it's not. Then you go to wide. You can go to medium, linear, or narrow. See, and the field decreases even more. Then you can go to photo plus video, and then you can choose of the resolution. You can't select 4K in that mode, but you can select 720p, 1080p, and 1440p. Then you can say, we want to record in 1080p with 30 frames per second or 24 frames per second. Let me see if something changed here. Yeah, and if we say 24, you can choose also 1440p. Then you can say, okay, GoPro, take a photo while recording the video every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds. And then you can't select the field of view. It's pre-selected by wide and you can't select a different one. Let's see if I change the resolution to 1080p. Oh, see? I can now choose between wide, medium, and narrow. Then there's this looping mode down here. If you go into video mode, there's looping. And of course you can change the resolution of the looping mode as well. Let's say 1080p. Then you choose from the frames per second. And then you can go to the interval, which lets you shoot in 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 60 minutes, 120 minutes. And you go down here and then you can choose from the field of view, which gives you a super view, wide and medium, and linear and narrow. That might change. So let's say we want to record in 4K. The field of view is limited to wide only. What looping does, let's say you learn a new skill while skateboarding, for instance. You place your GoPro stationary onto a ramp. And usually what you would do, you would say, okay, just start recording a video and I will search for that skill that I'm trying to do at home on my computer. But at the end, you ended up with 1 or 2 hours of video footage. And you don't want to go through all of this video footage. You don't want to miss anything, but you don't want to step through 2 hours of video footage. Let's say we choose an interval of 5 minutes. What the camera will do, it will start recording the video for 5 minutes. And then it will start at the beginning of the file, so it will overwrite the footage that you took within the last 5 minutes. So you have continuous 5 minutes, but it will not go beyond 5 minutes in recording the video file. Let's say you made your skill correctly after 3 minutes. What do? You stop the GoPro and that's it. You have it right there. Instead of recording 20, 30, 60, 120 minutes and then searching at home for that specific skill. So that's a really cool mode if you're into sport or you try to learn something new and you don't want to search at home for that short period of time when you did the action correctly. Next mode that we take a look on is the photo mode. Let's go on to this camera here, and then you can go to photo, and it says you're now into photo mode. You're taking a photo at 12 megapixels, and you can change the field of view. It's now pre-selected to wide. You can say linear, medium, come on GoPro, narrow, and that's it. If you press on camera, you can go into the night mode as well, which could be interesting if you try to take a photo of the night sky. You go onto shutter, and that's basically your shutter. As I said, you can so what the camera in this mode does, it will get all the light from, let's say, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 20 or 30 seconds. So if you keep your shutter for 2 seconds in here, and if I take a photo now, the camera will expose that photo for 2 seconds, and what we're gonna see probably now is a total bright photo because it's too bright in here to take a photo for 2 seconds. That's what I said. You can go to burst mode, and then you can again change the field of view and the rate. So let's say, camera, please take 30 photos within 1 second, or camera, please take 10 photos within 3 seconds, or camera, please take 5 photos within 1 second. And then what you do, you hit the shutter button up here, and the camera does the job for you. Then there's another mode. We can take a time-lapse video. Woohoo, that's an interesting part. And again, you can choose the resolution. Now let's say we want a 4K video in a 4K time-lapse video. You can choose between 4K, 2.7K with 4.3, that's the format, and 1080p. And here's the interval. So GoPro, please take a photo every 0.5 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10, 30 and 60 seconds. And in 4K, it only gives me the field of view selected to wide. That's the only option you have. If I choose now 1080p, you can change the field of view to super view, wide, medium, linear and narrow. And here again, please GoPro, take a photo every 0.5 seconds, 1, 2, 5, 10 and 30 and 60 seconds. I will give you a short example in a bit. In this mode, time-lapse video, what the camera does, it takes all these files and put it to a final video together itself. So you don't need to do anything in post, but only to that resolution that has been pre-selected down here. But the GoPro is capable of taking a much higher resolution time lapses. So what you can do, you can go to time-lapse photo and choose here the interval of 0.5 and blah 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 as before. You can choose the angle, and I think, that's what I think, it takes now every 0.5 seconds, as I have pre-selected down here, a photo in this case, with the highest resolution of 12 megapixel. So you have a much higher resolution at home. I think you can go even up to 5K now if you put all these files together at home. So basically what the camera does, it takes every 0.5 seconds a photo. At the end, you end up with all files separately, so it does not take all these files together to a final video. You have to do it by yourself, but you have a much higher resolution. Then what the camera does as well, night time-lapse photo. So what you can do, again, you can choose the shutter speed of 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds or auto. What is really cool, if you place your GoPro again in night sky and you want to record, let's say the stars are moving, which is a pretty cool feature. You leave your camera stationary on the tripod and the camera does the rest for you. But it won't put these files together, you have to put them together when you're home, let's say on the free GoPro software or in Lightroom or another software that you have at home. Then you can choose again the interval, which goes up to 1 minute, 2 minutes and 60 minutes. And of course you can choose the field of view. So that were all the modes for the moment. Of course you can switch between modes with not only with the touchscreen, you can use the app that GoPro provides for Android and iOS devices, or you can use this little button at the side here. So as I said, at the front you have again a little display that shows you we are now in the time-lapse mode. And if you press this little button here, you can change between the modes. We are now in video mode, recording with 1080p and 60 frames per second. We have not recorded any video file yet. This one here is the SD card. We can now record 4 hours and 6 minutes, and here's the battery status. So if to start a video, just press the shutter button up here. It starts to record a video, and there's a little flashing LED that says basically there's some action going on for the moment. If you want to stop the video recording, just hit the button again. It says now we have recorded 1 video file. If I press this again, and if I stop this again, it says we have recorded 2 video files and we have 4 hours 6 minutes left. If I want to go into photo mode, just press this here again, and then press the top. Then it says now we have 7 files of photo, again 8 files, and that's it. That's the burst mode, time-lapse mode, and again the video mode. And again I had to turn down the brightness a little bit just to not overexpose the display. So to show your files, you basically just swipe with your finger from left to right and it's loading all the files. Here's like the little video that we just took. You can cut the video, you can delete the video right away. You can say, okay, I want to skip that part, and let's say we want to delete that file. Just go up here and say delete. You can order all these files. If you press down here, you can just display all photos. You can display just video files. And what you can do, you can choose delete. And then you can say delete this file. And then delete. To go back into the modes where something's going on, let's say into video mode or photo mode, just do this, just swipe from the up to the bottom. And now we're back in here. So if you swipe from the top to the bottom, we can go to preferences. We can do there, we can go for GoPro updates, we can change the date, the time. On camera voice control, we will look at this later on. List of commands, which is pretty handy. The beep volume, let's say I just want to have the beep as low as possible. So go to low, or we can turn it off. LED, which I find is pretty useful if I had not hear the beep and the LED on top is like flashing. I know, okay, it's now recording, so I leave that on. You can choose the default mode, which is set to video mode. So if you turn your camera on, it's in the video mode, but you can change that to photo mode as well. But I want to keep that into video mode. You can say screensaver, please, after 2 minutes. You can turn down the brightness of the screen. Auto rotation, I leave that on. And of course you can change the language, the video format. Let's say you want to record in 1080p with 25 frames per second instead of 30. You need to go there, say NTSC, and switch it to PAL. And then, if I close that menu now, preferences, here you have all the different frames per second right now. So 25. If I go back, say preferences, and then I choose NTSC again, you can see there's no 25 frames per second because it's only available in NTSC. Of course, you can turn on GPS or leave it off. And what I use most often is format SD card. So let's say you have saved all the files already onto your computer and you want to get rid of it, just press format and it will delete all files on your SD card. Let's get to connectivity, so how you can connect your GoPro with your smartphone. So you scroll from top to the bottom and press connectivity. Then you say connect new, and then let's say capture app. Then you take your smartphone, I'm using a normal iPhone 5 in here, and then I'm looking for networks on my Wi-Fi settings, and don't forget to turn on your Bluetooth as well. So then there is the GP250 blah blah blah, which is the same name on my GoPro, so that's the correct network. And then it's asking me for a password in a few seconds. The password is displayed on your GoPro down here. Then I go to the App Store and search for GoPro. And what you need is the capture app. It has a really low rating because GoPro wants you to create a GoPro account. So that's why it has such a low rating on here. So what I'm doing now, I download the app. It's for free and it's called Capture Control Your GoPro Camera App, blah blah blah. After you have successfully downloaded the app, just press on the app. It takes a few moments to load. Yeah, you can choose my contacts and my photos and videos. And then you say connect with your camera. Choose a camera, GoPro Hero5 Black. Yes, my GoPro is on. Yes, my Bluetooth is on as well. And then it takes a few moments. Ah, see, because I switched to another network, I have to go back now to the GoPro network, which is right here. And then because it took so long to explain it, just go there, try again. Go back to that network, to the GoPro network, go to the capture app. It says, yoo-hoo, yeah, my Bluetooth is on. Yeah, please connect. And then iPhone connected, yoo-hoo. Then yeah, okay, yeah, don't send me notifications. Okay, what you can do inside the app, you can start, of course, recording a video. Just hit the button right here, the red one. To stop that video, press it again. You can go to the photo mode, take a photo, cool. Take another one, Cool. Then let's say, I want to record videos in 4K. I want to have 24 frames per second. I want to have the super view field of view. Please take a raw file if you're in photo mode. Let's say, cool, take 12 megapixel photo, super wide or wide. Yeah, please let the LED flash for 2 seconds, turn the LED off for 4 seconds. So basically what I'm going to show you here, you can choose everything that you could have done from your camera as well, but on the app is more handy. And of course you can display all the files that you took already. Just go down here and loading all the meters, and you can download them onto your smartphone, or you can delete them of course from your phone, and it's now deleted on your camera as well. Let's get to the last part, which is new on the GoPro, the voice control. Just swipe from the top to the bottom and press on that little guy up here and say voice control on. Yes, we want the voice control in English now. Say yes. So if you go to preferences, there's a little thing, let's say voice control, and then list of commands. GoPro, start recording. Oh, it's now started to record a video. GoPro, stop recording. Oh, that works really good. If you want another command, let's say, again, list of commands. GoPro, take a photo. GoPro, take a photo. Works really good. So what we can do, again, preferences, which is another command, which is the last one that I'm going to show you now. GoPro, start time lapse. GoPro, start time lapse. See? It starts now time lapse. GoPro, stop time lapse. Now it started weird. GoPro, stop time lapse. Now she's brave. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this introduction into the new GoPro Hero 5. I know it has a long video and it's a lot of things to learn. If you are new with GoPro, I hope this video helped you. And if you have any questions left, please write a comment below. See you soon. Bye bye.